Hello and welcome. In this video, we are discussing about SAP ABAP Interfaces. So similar to classes in ABAP, interfaces act as data types for objects. So the components of interfaces are same as components of classes. So unlike the declaration of classes, the declaration of an interface does not include the visibility sections. This is because the components defined in the declaration of an interface are always integrated in the public visibility section of the classes. Interfaces are used when two similar classes have a method with the same name, but the functionalities are different from each other. Interfaces might appear similar to classes, but the functions defined in an interface are implemented in a class to extend the scope of that class. Interfaces along with inheritance feature provide a base for polymorphism. This is because a method defined in an interface can behave differently in different classes. So the general format to create an interface: interface name, data, class data, methods, class methods, and interface. And in this syntax, interface name represents the name of an interface. The data and class data statements can be used to define the instance and static attributes of the interface respectively. The methods and the class method statements can be used to define the instance and static methods of the interface respectively. So as the definition of an interface does not include the implementation class, it is not necessary to add the definition clause in the declaration of an interface. All the methods of an interface are abstract. They are fully declared, including their parameter interface, but not implemented in the interface. And all the classes that want to use an interface must implement all the methods of the interface. Otherwise, the class becomes an abstract class. And we use the syntax in the implementation part of the class: interface name. And in the syntax, interface name represents the name of an interface. Note that the syntax must be used in the public section of the class. The syntax used to implement the methods of an interface inside the implementation of a class: method, interface name, method, statements, and method. And in this syntax, interface name method represents the fully declared name of a method of the interface name interface. Report is at interface 1, interface my interface, methods MSG, and interface. Class num counter definition, public section, interfaces my interface 1, methods add number, private section, data num type I, end class. Class num counter implementation, method my interface 1 message, write the number is num, end method. Method add number, add 7 to num, end method, end class. Class try1 definition, public section, interfaces my interface 1, methods speed 1, private section, data wheel 1 type I, end class. Class try1 implementation, method my interface 1 message, write total number of wheels is wheel 1, end method. Method speed 1, add 4 to wheel 1, end method, end class. Start of selection, data object 1, type ref to num counter, create object 1, call method object 1, add number, call method object 1 my interface 1 message, data object 2, type ref to drive 1, create object drive object 2, call method object 2 speed 1, call method object 2 my interface message. So the above code produces the output: number is 7, total number of wheels is 4. And the example, my interface 1 is the name of an interface that contains the message method. Next, two classes num counter and drive1 are defined and implemented, and both these classes implement the message method and also specific methods and define the behavior of their respective instances. such as the add number and speed one methods. The add number and speed one methods are specific to the respective classes. So this was a brief discussion on SAP ABAP Interface. And if you are the first time here, subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button to see the latest technology videos. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now.